Hello and welcome to the sixth time we played this. Yeah, it's the sixth time. Lost last time as well, so it's currently 2-8 for him. We basically lost with jacks against his 4-7 where he flopped an open-ender and then made this straight on the turn, which caused us our stack to dwindle to 1/3 of his stack. Well, basically 1/4 of his stack, but then we crawled back up, fell back down a bit. Then I had ace-9 suited. He showed some aggression. I put him on pockets, any kind of pockets. I hoped it was lower than 9, so it would be a coin flip, and if I won it, would be back into the game. So yeah, he shoved on me. I called with the ace-9 suited, of course. He had 9s, so it was an ace or nothing, and I did not get the ace. So let's see. I flop an open-ender, which is worth it for me. The problem with this though is, even if I hit a 9, so he's basically just continuing his story, and I might already be beat here. The problem with this is if I hit a 9, I might not have the best hand. If I hit a 4, I might not have the best hand, especially after the board paired. So King 8, out of position, no draws, falling it. If I had 2 overcards, probably would have called, but I did not. King 3 on the button, of course. He raises me again, but I'm on the button. I hit bottom pair. He's gonna check raise me, so I'll just check to him. I'll check to him again. And now a 9 beats me, but I gotta make the call here. He had pocket 8s, so he did have a strong hand. I made the nuts for his hand. Then 7, I have a gut shot. I just lead out into him. He makes the call. I do not make my gut shot, but now I have a double. No, I do not. But let's try to keep telling our story. And we'll check here, see if he leads out. He does. So I'm already down 1000, trying to show some aggression, but basically not making any hands. 4-2, do not want to play that at this point. 3-8, do not want to play this at this point. Queen 9, sure. Let's see what he does. He just calls and I hit a queen. Very dangerous board. I don't think he's gonna bluff at this, so if he bets, we're gonna re-raise once, and then if he calls or re-raises, I'm probably folding. And he knows that, though. He knows this is a dangerous board, so he might not have anything, and bluff at it, which I think was what he was thinking about. So I basically have a runner flush draw. So I'll call here, I'll check again. I actually have the 8s, give me a second. Sorry for that disturbance. So basically, missed here twice with 2 overcards. He's just getting decent hands, and I'm not making mine. If he had an opener, I probably wouldn't make it. Nah, I was just kidding. But I mean, even if I showed more aggression there, like leading out into him twice, probably wouldn't have gotten there. Let's go to 240. Basically, yet another hand where I want to shove. Basically make top pair, so let's continue our story. If he has an overpair, I'm screwed. He probably doesn't, he might have a gut shot. So let's make it 1050. Basically saying, look, I really have a strong hand, I'm pot committed. If you shove here, I'm gonna call. Well, I'm not pot committed, but I mean, the odds of me having a hand when I bet 1050 into a pot of 1130 is pretty big. Jack 7, sure. Totally missed, so no thank you. Why am I yawning though? It's not that late. Sure, 16. So what do I have? 9 for a really long straight. Chances that he hits something here is really big. Let's check it to him again. I basically have nothing if he bets, which is standard bet because I check on the turn. I would throw it away. I like 5-8, especially if I flop something like that. Let's check raise him. He always goes for the 80, which I find really weird, to be honest. Let's try to suck him in, but he doesn't. I didn't do the 3x bets. Don't want to play Jack 5. As I said, I hate playing Jack with a low kicker. Let's call Ace 5. Totally miss. Hit neither. He's made the standard C bet. I fold. His C bets are always half pot size. I find it to be weird. So Jack 6 suited this time. Sure. Totally miss. Yeah, you're not getting any money out of me. And because I checked, he should bet here. He probably has pocket 3s or something. Yeah, man, I checked twice to you. I think he had a strong hand, but didn't. But tried to check twice to me just to get some extra value. I hit middle pair, so yeah, I'm betting into that. He could have a jack here easily, but oh, let's see what he has. He had the jack, as I assumed. So basically he had him, but then got outturned yet again. So I have a gut shot. Let's try leading out into him. He calls, he just calls. Now I have an open ender, so if I go 325, so if he just calls, I assume he has a 4 or 9, or he has like jack 8, checking again. So now I make my straight. Let's see what he does. Oh, he checks, never mind. I hoped to get some value. I think I have a bet here. He probably wouldn't have called anyway, so the only way to get value out of that. Wow. So the only way to get value out of that is he has showdown value. He probably has an ace. I have a queen. He doesn't have ace. Let's just go with 4-6. I don't know what I was talking about, by the way. So I make a 4. I'll just check all him here. And I make a straight. So let's lead out 525. Maybe he'll re-raise me and I'll obviously call. I might re-raise him yet again, and he sees that I have straight, so now I'm ahead. And I really lost my train of thought. I have no clue anymore what I was talking about. So he says I have a 10, and he's continuing his story. And I'll just check, see what he does have. So he did indeed just have the straight, which I put him on, but else I wouldn't have called, obviously. 6-10, sure, they're suited, yeah, whatever. I have a gut shot, show some weakness. He bets, I'll call. I totally miss. He bets again, I'll fold. A6 suited, yeah. I basically flop a flush draw, so let's re-raise him a bit. Try to suck him in, only 125 to call. I make my flush, I check again, and he checks, so let's try making an overbet and see what he does to that. I'll call. And he makes the flush, the full house. Really? You have a 4 outer and you make it on the river, great. He probably wouldn't have gone away anyway with 2 pair, so bit unlucky there as usual, but that's poker. He hit a 4 outer on the river. Good job. I slow played it because I was out of position, and then the board paired. If the board didn't pair, I obviously would have re-raised him on. I would have re-raised him on the river yet again because I had the nuts, but because of the board pair, I didn't have the nuts. So I just. That's a dangerous board though. And he knows it, so I'll just check, and now it's a very dangerous board, and I'll just fold. So I was out of position with the flush. I think I lost the lowest amount of money on that kind of board. Let's lay it out here, see what he does. So he probably has something. I can represent the flush here. And the board pairs, check, and he has the 10. So yet again he calls me on the flop and then turns the card he needed. I'm getting rather annoyed by this, that even though I have the better hand, he makes the wrong play and gets rewarded. Yeah, I'm giving up this hand, man, don't worry. But with that flush, there's no way he's ever going to get away. So here again he calls 325. He's probably gonna fold here. Yep. So he's just calling any flop bet. So even here, if I bet 125, he's just gonna call. He's gonna raise. What does it mean? He can have a flush draw. I'll make the call. I basically can represent sixes. I can re-raise him here, but it's too much for my stack to do so. Actually need to make a hand before we can do this. Could have shoved there. I'm going to start to play a bit more aggressive. What kind of flop is this? 225. I can basically shove here if I want to, which I will. Just saying, look, get the fuck away. And he flopped his flush. So that's real bad for me. I assumed the ace wasn't out, and yet again I lose. Can blame it on some bad luck. You can blame it on some bad play. Whatever you want. I'm just here to learn, and I hope I entertained you a bit. See ya.